Hey everybody, I wanted to jump on the video and talk about my favorite chapter in Earn, Save, Give, which is Save. I have a lot of tips and ideas that I could go on for days about how I save and how easy it is. But I wanted to just talk about a couple of things. One is being frugal versus being cheap. I like to say that my husband is cheap and I am frugal. I think he can probably squeeze copper juice out of a penny, where he does save money. We were able to build our house basically on his savings up until we got married. He pretty much refuses to eat out at a restaurant because he can make it better at home. It does taste a lot better. I have a lot of food intolerances, so him making it home, we can control what goes in our food. And if we do eat out at a restaurant, he's always criticizing, well, I could have made it for this and it should only cost this. So it's just easier to make it at home, and it tastes a lot better. A lot of his stuff really does. I am frugal. I can figure out ways to do things myself, to make things that are cheaper. I make homemade soap. I wouldn't necessarily say that is cheaper than soap that you can buy in a store, but the ingredients are so much better. It goes back to the old ways of doing things where you made things out of what you had. It goes back to the old school, what grandparents used to do. Growing up, my family, we were pretty poor, and we had a garden. My daddy and brother hunted, so we put meat in the freezer that way. We had cows and pigs that we would use as our meat sources. So there are ways to do it where you are not sacrificing your health by not eating well. Also, eating out is really, if you eat fast food, it's really not healthy and not good for your body. So it is a lot better to make things at home, and not only for your health, but also for your bank account and your budget. I wanted to touch on hoarding versus saving. I've got family members that are hoarders, and that is way different than saving for a rainy day or saving something that you might need later. Hoarding is just accumulating. You keep buying and buying and buying and accumulating things where you're not really using what you have. It might get hidden under a pile of something, so you buy another one, and then it gets hidden under a pile, so you buy another one. So that is not saving. It is something very different. Hoarding is not good for your mentality or your home or for your health even. One of the things that I did when I got my car and I paid it off, after I paid it off, I took that same exact amount of money and put it in my savings. So I'm basically paying myself to have a good down payment next time I purchase another car. So I'll have that healthy, nice down payment, and I'm ready, and it's not taking anything really out of my budget because I'm still budgeting for a car. It's just my next car. So that is something, and I paid my car off early because I paid more than the actual payment. So when I financed my car, it was 0% financing, which was fantastic. Don't know if that's ever going to come back to us again, but I was able to have a nice down payment then and get the payments to where I can work it within my budget and pay a little bit more so I can pay off the car earlier. And then I've got money for the next car. The thing that I am doing, I do this typically twice a year in February and August. I have a no spend month where I only spend money on necessities. I do have birthdays in February, but I purchased the birthday gifts for my granddaughters before February comes along, so I already have that. I've got a closet that has always been designated as the gift closet. So anytime, like after Christmas, after Valentine's Day, after Mother's Day, I'll buy things on clearance and put it in the closet for next time I need something. If I'm given something, y'all, this is a secret. If I'm given something that I don't really like, I will regift it. But I always make sure I write the person's name on it that gave it to me so don't regift it back to them. But if it's something nice, or I donate it, I do a lot of fundraising for causes that I believe in, and we'll have an auction, so I might put that item in the auction. I'm just careful to make sure that I don't hurt anybody's feelings that maybe gave it to me and expected me to enjoy it and use it. So I'm very careful with that. This year, I am going to extend my no give month in February. I'm going to start in the middle of the month at Ash Wednesday and carry it through Lent. So that's going to be one of my Lenten practices, is no spending on anything other than necessities. In 2024, I didn't buy any clothes. I got clothes from Buy Nothing pages, from friends. I'm a big thrifter, so most of my clothes are always thrifted. So it was hard for me, and I made it a practice not to go into thrift stores and buy something. There were a couple of times that I may have needed to replace something, and I just asked for that for my birthday as a gift. I did have some things in a consignment shop, and I took that consignment shop money and purchased the things that I needed to replace in my wardrobe. But I didn't buy any new clothes or any clothes at the thrift shop for a whole year. And that was a challenge for me, because that is one of the things that I enjoy. Last year, it was books. I only purchased books for studies that I was doing, like a Bible study or a class that I was teaching. Otherwise, I got books from friends, from free libraries. I'm in a book club where we exchange books, and I have a big TBR, to be read shelf, so I read books off of that. And I also use the Libby app that is free from your library. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, so that really helps me not purchase books, because it's so easy to go out and buy the latest book. So I'm excited to hear. We're going to share some frugal tips, or some tips to save, and I'm excited to hear what things that you might do. Thank you.